Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Prep Sports Night Live. I'm Rich Estrella, along with Bob Gibson, John Conte, Dan DeForest also joining us tonight. And as you can see, it's loud and crazy. Bob, it's ladies' night.
It's a madhouse in here. It is indeed ladies' night. The ladies have come in huge numbers. They're right behind us, and they are fired up here tonight at Rock and Brews.
Yes, right. Tonight's show is sponsored by Prep Sports Media, along with Rock and Brew and our broadcast partners at LA36. Happy you joined us. Those of you watching us in Los Angeles, a happy good evening. And everybody else, man, I hope you're standing tough, man, because here we go. And by the way, our opening was courtesy of Skowhegan High School, Bob, in Maine.
I love it.
Reaching out and dropping us off a video of the cheerleading, Bob. Skowhegan football, man. Those guys are up there. They're the Riverhawks, Bob. You don't mess with the Riverhawks.
They're in the playoffs this week. They started 6-2 on the season. Hit a couple little speed bumps in the last couple of weeks, but they're going to come out fired up. You know they are come playoff time.
All right, so we'll have some Riverhawk updates next week.
All right,
right here on Prep Sports Night Live. Let's get on to today's show. Larry, let's roll it. Let's take a look at some of the games this week. We're going to look at games only that have league championship, implications. Winner take all is what we're going to be looking at right now. And there's about maybe 10 of the 80 leagues out in the southern section that have this problem. And here we go. We're going to look at Colony against Los Osos. Bob, this is a 4-team league. Kind of sad Colony loses after beating the first two, but that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, that's how it is in these 4-team leagues, right? You know, you got to win. You got to win every game in front of you, right? You cannot lose. You can't afford to take a loss this late in the season. Can't happen.
No, indeed. All right, let's take a look at the Empire League as we go to the next one. And, Bob, this Empire League has gotten crazy.
This one's interesting.
One of the better leagues. And let's flip that screen, and we'll have a look at Cypress 9-0, taking on Crean Lutheran 9-0. Bob, obviously they're undefeated in league. Imagine losing this game.
Well, there's no way, right? And, Crean Lutheran, right? A little bit of struggles last year. We talked to head coach Rick Curtis. He said, man, I got kids coming, right? These kids are ready to go. He wasn't lying either. Crean Lutheran, undefeated on the season. We know how good Cypress is, right? Cypress has been there every year. These kids know. They've been through a program that knows how to be in a big game like this.
David versus Goliath. Cypress, the Goliath, and, of course, Crean Lutheran, the David. We'll see what happens. Let's continue on. Both have good seasons. You can't take it away from them. In the Marmoni League, Oaks Christian, St. Bonaventure, Bob, these are old rivals. They know each other well.
We've talked about this game for years and years, the old show. And again, we're talking about it. Oaks Christian, St. Bonaventure. How else would you have it in the Marmoni League? These are the two. You're right. Old rivals. Yes, indeed. Undefeated rivals. And this one will go down to the wire. I guarantee it.
A lot of professional ball players between these two kids. Let's move on now to the Mid-Cities League. And this one's interesting.
I like this one, too.
Bellflower is done. All right? Excuse me. All three of these teams beat each other. So Bellflower's done. Their season's over. They're just waiting for the playoffs now. They're going to have to wait to see where Norwalk and Gar finish. Now, believe it or not, Norwalk beat everybody. And I don't know what happened with Gar last week because they got beat bad by Gar. And Gar's only won 2 games all year. One was Norwalk. What happened? But Norwalk and Gar don't play league. They don't play anybody in league. So, the league participants they play aren't going to factor in no matter what. They should beat them both. So it's going to end up 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. And Norwalk beat Bellflower. Bellflower beat Gar. Gar beat Norwalk. They're going to have a flip a coin. They've already done it. They already know, but I haven't called out and asked anybody.
Hey, you don't have to be good early in the season. You just have to be good late in the season. That's what Gar's doing. We talked about it with Sierra Canyon last week. They're coming on strong. Gar's coming on strong.
That's the Padres.
Right. I want to see how this plays out because it's how you're playing at the end, not how you play in the beginning.
Everybody's going to be tied after Friday, 3-1. I know the coin flip already happened, so we'll have to wait and see how they who's going to be first, second, third.
We'll be talking about this one next week for sure.
All right, let's continue on. We're going to the Marmoni League now. Miramont League, I'm sorry.
Miramont, yeah.
And we see Bassett and Gary. I couldn't believe this, Bob. I'm checking it out, and every team in the Miramonte League is under 500. I could not find a front runner in this league.
Oh, man.
And Gary's 4-1. They got healthy once they got in league, man.
Well, that's it, right? Hey, we had to get to our league schedule. We've seen that where teams play really difficult non-league schedules, right? La Mirada did that every year, man. Got their tails, handed to them a lot of times, and then they just blitz through their league, right? And they won state titles. Maybe that's what Gary's doing in this one, right? Maybe they played up in competition to toughen up. Now they're blitzed in this league, and they're going to get through and maybe win a title.
That's right. All I know is winner take all. We'll see what happens. All right, continuing on, we're going to go to the Mission League. Now, the Mission League is one of the most understood leagues of all the leagues.
I'm telling you, in this one.
In the Southern section or City section, everybody still has a shot to get some kind of piece. There's only 6 teams in this league, and 5 are still in the running. I'm not even going to go through the litany of what happened. All I know is, it looks like it's Sierra Canyon's to lose.
Look, I'm shutting up on this one because I told you everyone last week Chaminade was going to take care of Sierra Canyon last week, and it was the opposite, man.
Yep.
Sierra Canyon, no problem
You're the
with
kiss of
Chaminade.
death. You always have been.
Right? You're right. It's so true. I thought Chaminade had the thing here, man. Sierra Canyon threw the wrench into the monkey here. Man, it's all there. The monkey wrench into the thing. However that saying goes.
This would be
Sierra, Notre Dame, Amat. They're all good. That's the problem. All these teams are good.
And Sarah would be 3-1 except for a forfeit.
Yeah, yes, right.
I believe it was to Alemania or something. I don't know. It was a team they should have beaten. And they did beat. They beat on the field, but again, an eligible player, I get it. You have to forfeit.
Look, the hot team right now is Sierra Canyon. That much we know. So better, I just said, better be good at the end than at the beginning. That's what Sierra Canyon's doing.
The whole league's in on it, Bob. They all want a seat. Somebody's going to get left out. All right, let's continue on. And we're going to go to the Orange Coast League now. And this one's kind of another one, Bob. You got Orange 5-0. They're 7-2. They're identical. They both score about the same amount of points. The only thing I can think of is Orange just got that video game Boykin out in the backfield. And
Kobe Boykin.
He could be a factor because they started out slow, but they're finishing like on fire.
They really are. Orange has picked it up again. We know Santa Ana's really good. This is going to be a great matchup, right? But you're right. I mean, Orange might have the edge here, right?
They got the big play guys. They got the big play guys everywhere.
Right. You got Kobe Boykin. You always have a chance to win. That kid is so good. We've seen him time and time again.
All right, let's go to San Andreas League. Going up into the mountains of Lake Arrowhead. Here we go. Rim of the World 2-0. Grand Terrace, 4-team league. I just want to see Rim of the World do anything because it's a mountain community. You got one of the smallest populations, but your team is pretty good.
Grand Terrace, I think they're out there off the 210 somewhere on the way to Yucaipa. You go through Grand Terrace to get to Yucaipa out there. That's another place where they play good football, right? Good disciplined football. There's a lot of good football being played in this part of the of Southern California this year. So this is exciting to see a couple of undefeated teams going into this one.
Again, it's a small league, and there you go. All right, continuing on, we're going to see the San Antonio League now. Claremont, West Covina. 2 old foes. These guys have been beating each other up for 70 years now, maybe 75. And they're a 4-team league. West Covina struggled this year, but they got off the mat just in time, Bob.
San Gabriel Valley area, right? Out there, West Covina, right. And again, 2 undefeated teams in league. You can't take a loss, man. Someone's gonna, but you can't take the loss here this late. And the way the seedings are going to be, man, I do not envy the seeding, but when the CIF when they sit down to put all this together, it's going to be crazy.
And let's take a look. One more game. Remember, all these games are winner take all. You win league. You lose, you go back into the middle of the pack.
That's it.
Sierra League.
Covina and Chino again, 2-0, 2-0. Right. So you're splitting hairs here. Who's? Toss a coin, man. I don't know.
Covina's like a 7-point favorite, man.
Yeah, right. Covina would be favored here.
7 points is nothing in the last game of the year with all the emotion.
But you don't know. You just said it with all the emotion. Last game of the year, man. You don't know.
All right, let's take a quick look at a couple more little stats we ran across as we were going through this. And Bob, there were a few. Upper West League. We're talking about. That's where Corona Centennial's in.
Right.
It's let's see. Everybody's got a winning record in that league. Now, one team has a losing record in the Upper West League. That's a new league, by the way.
They've
renamed everybody.
It's the Big 8, right? Now it's the Upper West. I don't know.
Norcal's 8-1. Centennial's 8-1. Norcal 6-3. Chaparral, Murrieta Valley, Vista Marietta, and Roosevelt are all 5-4. So now they're just beating up on each other. All right, Bob, let's move to the top 10 before we get to our guests and start talking to some of the people here tonight. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of them. Different teams from different schools around here. The girls are all having a good time behind us.
We're loving it.
A lot of crazy stuff. Top 10, let's go, Larry. Let's take a look at the Pork Sports Live top 10. These are teams basically here in Southern California. It hasn't changed at all. You could just leave it here right now. This is probably where it's going to finish. Moscow, Modern Day and Bosco probably won't meet again to the finals. Coronel Centennial may have something to say about that. However, Long Beach Poly, I'm still not sold, man. I'm still not sold. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. Maybe we'll get Mike Garbasio in here next week from the Long Beach Herd to talk about it. Los Alamitos is strong. They've improved every week, Bob.
I'm not right. You say, hey, these are the top 10 teams in the area. I'm not entirely sure these are the top 10 teams. I know Sierra Canyon could just shoot right up into this top 10 man out of nowhere, right?
Who are they going to beat?
I don't know, right?
All right,
look, Inglewood should win this week. Edison has struggled a little bit. We know Orange Lutheran's probably going to finish in third place
lost
in that
one game to Los Alamitos.
That's it. I know. We know how good Los Al is. We know how good Pauly is. The top three are the top three forever, right? So.
All right. You're right.
Here's our top 10 teams.
But anyways, we'll see. You can mix them up. It's strictly fodder for argument. Let's go ahead, take a look at the No Love Club. This is again SoCal West Ranch, still on fire. Played one of the best records in the southern section. There was a couple teams that played some really good teams, and next week we'll talk about that.
Wait a minute. Is Oak Hills that good? They're in here twice?
Listen. Oh, Oak Hills. That's a mistake. I don't know how that got in here.
They're that good.
No, we do have Oak Hills in here twice, Bob. That's our bad this week.
Okay, that's on us.
Yeah.
Oak
It should be Lucerna, Oak Hills, Lucerna.
They really need some love at Oak Hills. They need double love.
Yes.
We're giving them double love this week. Double love for Oak Hills.
All right, let's go to the level up. I know. Hey, I love these guys.
Right?
They put it as they
should.
Let's go to the national top 10 now. Mater Dei, Gorman, Bosco, Chandler, Central, St. Thomas Aquinas, Buford. I mean, look at that, man. Centennial's creeping up to 9 now. Now, when you look at this, and I don't understand, if Mater Dei happens to have a misstep along the way, how they can't be in the top 1 or 2, because Gorman's only loss was to Mater Dei. Right. Bosco's only loss. The 2 and 3 teams in the country only loss was to Mater Dei. Corona Centennial's only loss was to Mater Dei.
Right.
None of those guys, Chandler, Central, Aquinas, Buford, none of those guys played a top 10 team.
Look,
not one.
The point of this list, I was going to say, is Mater Dei's 1, and then you could probably make 2 notches down before you get to number 2. That's how much Mater Dei's beaten everybody here, right? That they've played.
None of these guys will step up and play each other. I don't know why Chaminade doesn't take on Central, and St. Thomas Aquinas doesn't take on Chaminade, and schools like that.
They should all be
running
each other,
high.
Right? They should all be playing each other. Give that much to Mater Dei, Gorman, Bosco. Those teams step up every year. They play the top competition out of state every year.
All right, Bob, we got to move on with the show.
I hear you.
Go ahead and
lots of kids.
Go ahead and get John Napier for me, and I'm going to throw this over.
I'm going to hit the sponsors really quick, and then I'm going to throw it to John.
Isn't that what John Conti's doing over there?
Is John ready?
I don't know.
Let's go to John then.
Hey, John, go ahead.
All right, guys, it's Ladies' Night at Rock and Brew. Ladies, let me hear you. Make some noise. Ladies' Night at Rock and Brews. So many wonderful things to celebrate. So many great female athletes in the house. And I'm hanging out here with one of my favorite female sponsors, Elizabeth Beltran, a Modern Woodman. I just want to say thank you to you and your company for being so generous to Prep Sports Media. It's because of people like you that we can put on events like this. Thank you so much for being here, Elizabeth. How are you this evening?
Of course. Good. Thank you so much for having me. Love being here.
What do you think of an event like this dedicated just to ladies?
I love it. Why do you think I'm here?
Absolutely. It's all about the ladies. And Elizabeth Beltran of Modern Woodman, we thank you so much for your sponsorship. And to her right, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Catella High School legend, scored about 75 points a game, Mr. Scott Warner in the house. Scott, how are you this evening?
I'm great. Love it. My daughters both played high school sports, so this is fun.
Yeah, there's nothing better than Ladies' Night. It's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we're all about the ladies. And Scott, we want to thank you and your company too, Life Design Financial. You've been so generous to our show to be able to put games on, to get these kids out here to Rock and Brew. And I know you have a free book that you give away. Briefly tell us how people can get your free book.
So here's my free book. You can use the QR code that's on the ad, or you just go to lifedesignfinancial.com and you'll get it for free. Love to help. It's free. It's 30 years of experience and ideas that hopefully will help you retire.
And Scott and Elizabeth, we thank you so much. We thank all of our sponsors, even the good folks here at Rock and Brew, for allowing us to be here. And that's what we got. Great sponsors. It's Ladies' Night. Back to you, Rich.
Thanks a lot, John. And John is the king of hyperbole. He's got that from me, by the way. He makes every time Scott Warner comes in, he's better than the time he was before. Instead of averaging 55 a game, now the guy's averaging 75 a game. You believe that, Coach? Hey, Coach John Napier is sitting with me now. He's the head soccer coach over at Western High School. And, John, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for inviting us and the ladies to enjoy this program.
Yes, indeed. Coach, how long have you been at it? And tell us about your team this year.
Well, I started coaching in '96, started at Western in 2007, switched over to the ladies in 2020, and that's been the most enjoyable time I've had in the last 2 years is coaching the ladies program.
I'll tell you, man, I've done AYSO soccer, which is nothing really. You're just teaching little kids how to run back and forth and
Correct.
kick the ball. But what's harder, coaching boys or girls? I've done them both at the very, like an 8-year-old level. That's nothing. But I've not done at your level. It's got to be crazy.
Boys are more have attitudes. Ladies are more receptive to listen and learn and just enjoy the game. And they've been very successful since I started there. We won league 1 year. We just missed out last year. Mm-hmm. So we expect to have a good year this year.
So what's your biggest challenge coming up this season? You guys are going to be starting here pretty soon.
November 15th. Just being ready. Just getting ready for the games and use the preseason to fine-tune our team, to hone our skills in, so we're ready for the league.
Now, we're going to have some of the girls over there right now talking to. Let's start with the one. Well, we'll see who they're going to talk to, Coach. We'll let you talk about them afterward. I want to know what their skill level is, what you think as a player, and if there's anything special they do. Maybe they're great in the classroom. Maybe one of them plays a tuba or something, in the band. That's always good to know. But who's the lady in the red?
That's Estrella.
Okay.
She just started in the program 2 years ago. She's going to be a varsity player this year. She's feisty. She's always talkative.
I hope so. Be good for the interview right now.
Yeah.
Looks like she's going to be the speaker for the group for the most part. She's already out front, Coach.
Yeah, no, she's not bashful at all.
All right, let's go over to Dan Davidson. And, Dan, you ready? All right. Take us over there.
Hey, I'm here with Australia, and I want to know a little bit about Western soccer.
Well, it's a community. Like, we love our sport a lot. Like, I'm with, what's it called? We love our team. We love our communication. We love each other.
All right. And tell me something. Do you guys hang out together and not only play as a team, but, hang around school and stuff?
Yeah, we do. We definitely see each other around school.
Okay. And tell me a little bit, what position do you play?
I play forward.
Okay. And have you always played soccer? You guys played club?
Yeah, I've played soccer since I was 5.
How many years have you guys played?
I played for like a year.
This is your first year?
Yeah.
She's that good? It's only been 1 year, huh? All right, how about you?
Oh, I've been playing since I was 5 years old as well.
What do you like most about it?
I like winning and I like scoring and I like being part of a team and having to work together to win.
All right. There you go. Here we are. We're at Western Soccer. Thank you. Back to you, Rich.
Yeah, sorry for calling you Dan Davidson. It is Western, and Dan Davidson is the man over there. So that's Dan DeForest, by the way, doing the interview right now. Coach, you sound like you got a wild group of girls over there, man. I'm not
Absolutely.
What you said, but they loved it.
Yes, I do. I enjoy every minute of the ladies and their skills and their personalities. It's really nice to see.
All right. Well, Coach, we certainly wish you much success this year. No, it's not easy coaching soccer. It seems like, a few sports get all the love, but we're happy you came down, promote your athletes. By the way, real quick, you didn't drop any names talk about some of your seniors, some of your best players that this is it for them.
Well, speaking up there was Sarah. She's been a captain since she was a sophomore. She's very vocal. She's very talkative, straight A student. She directs everything that's on the field for the team. Alondra is a senior. She's part of the ASB club. She's a striker. She scored, I think she led the league last year in goals. So
that's good, man. It sounds like you got a well-rounded group. Some of them are in ASB, but one thing's for sure, they sure do like each other, and that's evident in that interview right there, now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Coach, thank you for joining us. I know you're busy tonight. You got other stuff going on with soccer tonight. Good luck, man. Thanks for joining us once again.
Thanks to you again for inviting us and the ladies' program. I really appreciate it.
John Nieper, head coach over at Western High. All right, Coach, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bobby Gibson, why don't you go ahead and give us the rundown on the sponsors tonight. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors right now, including Rock and Brews. That's where we're sitting right now in the city of Tustin. Thank you to Ryan, his entire crew. Classic comfort food with a rock and roll vibe. That's definitely what we have here tonight. Ream Heating and Cooling, the largest manufacturer of water heating products in North America. They are the new degree of comfort. DeForest Realty, like Dan says, if he can drive there, he can sell there. Modern Woodman, we just heard from our good friend Elizabeth over there, securing the financial futures of its nearly 750,000 members since 1883. Thank you, Elizabeth, and all the good people at Modern Woodman. I just dropped my sponsor. See, it's live TV, man. Just got to keep going. Got to keep going. Lighthouse Escrow is next on our list. White glove service is the way they always do business. Thank you, Dustin, Stevie, and the folks at Lighthouse Escrow. And when you need AC, heating, and plumbing service for your home, your handy neighbors at Next Gen are there ready for you. And Level Up Cycle House in the city of Costa Mesa. If you're into spin, Mac Quintana and his crew can take care of you at Level Up Cycle House. And Suzuki motorcycles and ATVs, engineered for the unexpected. And did we hit Life Design Financial? We just heard from our good friend over there at Life Design, the great basketball hoopster of yesteryear. Find the solutions you desire. Live the retirement you deserve. Scott Warner and Life Design Financial. Thank you so much. And back to you, Rich. I know you've got your next guest right up there on the stage.
All right. Thank you, Bob. We're here with Claire Goki now. She is the head basketball coach over at Tustin High School. And Claire, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
A little bit of chaotic here tonight. A lot of fun. A lot of girls in the house tonight. You are the head coach of the basketball team. Tell us about your team.
We have a great group of kids this year. We're pretty young, but it's just a solid group of kids that get along. It's the first time we've really had a core group of 12 kids that are just totally cohesive in what they're doing in practice.
Yeah,
so
that is uncanny. You know, I talked to a lot of coaches throughout the years, and they always say the teams that are close, that bond early on, usually do pretty darn well. They're usually the champions.
Yeah,
at
there's
some point.
unprecedented success with that for sure.
Now, how long have you been coaching?
This is my 11th season as head coach at Tustin.
Really? Wow, you don't look that old. And if you coached
Thank
it
you.
11 years already, got to have some experience. So where does your passion come from for the sport?
I grew up playing, wanted to be like my older brother and playing the game, and then just trying to influence our kids and make them successful on and off the court. So.
All right. So when does your season start, and what's the outlook?
We start official practice on Monday, which we're super excited about, and I think we're going to be a hardworking team this year if we can put it all together, and it's going to be a good year.
Now, and I don't know if you can see way over there in the corner. Why don't you go ahead and flip to Scott real quick so we can see who we're going to talk to real quick there, Larry. Anyways, I want to know who those are. Let's go from left to right.
Left to right, we have JoJo Holder, Brooklyn Hampton. Up in the back there, our number one tall is Emily Prado. Up front, Naylene Gonzalez, and then Gianna DeForest on the right.
All right, so let's go ahead and throw it over to Bob Gibson. Take it away, Bob.
We are here with the Tustin girls basketball team, and good to see you ladies. You excited to be out here tonight?
Yeah, we're real pumped.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The helicopters are coming over to take the paparazzi shots as well while we're doing live TV here. Talk to us about the upcoming season. I know, football season starts to wind down. The fall sports, winter sports is here. So you guys, your season's up next, right? You guys excited?
Yeah, we're really excited. We're working really hard. We're in the gym about 5 days a week, starting on Monday, 6 days a week, 2 hours a day. We're really excited, and it's gonna be great. Yeah.
What's it like to play for Coach Goki? What kind of coach is she?
She's a really, really good coach. She's probably one of the greatest coaches I've ever seen. She's taught me so much.
What are you guys working on the most to try to improve upon so you can get a good start to your season?
Mostly just communication on the court. We're just, like I said, we're a hardworking team, just more communication on the court.
All right, we got to talk to the tall girl back here, right? The pressure's on you, right? You got to you got to get rebounds, you got to score. What's it like to be that center of attention?
I'm kind of used to it. Always been the tallest in everything, so I'm used to it. So no pressure.
Perfect. One of the best teams in Orange County right here, and they're going to show it when it comes showtime. The Tustin girls basketball team. The Tillers are ready to go. Back to you, Rich.
Oh, thanks a lot, Bob. Appreciate it. Good job over there. Looks like you got a good group over there, Coach.
They're a great group, solid kids.
No wonder you're excited. Well, listen, Coach, we really appreciate your time coming in. We'll follow you during the season, see what's going on with you guys, maybe have you back in, and we'll talk about it.
Appreciate that. Love the support.
All right, Coach Goki right here, Tustin High, head coach, girls basketball.
Thank you.
All right. Well, before you leave, we're going to transition into – no, come on up. Let's go. You guys don't have to be afraid. We're going to be with Western High's basketball coach. You know anything about Western? You played those guys?
They used to be in our league, but
really? They hated rivals?
It's always a rivalry.
I know. Every game's a rivalry. I was going to say, man, every game's a rivalry. Every game's a hated rival. All right. Okay, let's transition out. Again, thank you for coming.
Thank
Claire.
you so
Really
much.
Appreciate your
Appreciate
time.
it.
All right. Yeah, bring her on up. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, as we transition out, get ready to have a coach from Western High, I believe. Garcia, have a seat over here. Coach Garcia now making her way in. Coach, thanks for joining us. I know it's loud in here. It's pretty crazy. You got all the ladies in tonight, but you guys play sports too. You guys deserve some equal time here.
Oh, absolutely. I think our girls work even harder than the boys.
Let's talk about your team right now. Tell us a little bit about them. What do you expect this year? You have a lot of ladies coming back. What do you got going on?
We are actually, it's going to be a rebuilding this year.
Is it?
We're
Okay.
rebuilding again, and we have a couple returners. We have a couple seniors coming back. They've been with us this will be the 4th year with us. And then we have a really good crop of brand new freshmen and a few sophomores that are coming out for the first time. But, I'm very impressed this year with the effort for girls that are just trying it out for the first time. They really don't have any experience. They are developing very, very quickly. We're very happy.
That's what I was going to ask you with a young team. A lot of coaches, look at Servite High School in football, for instance. I think they graduated everybody off their team. They had like 90 kids on the team. 89 were seniors last year. So, everybody's fresh this year. What are the challenges for you inherent? Part of it is not knowing the game as well, having to learn a new system possibly, or a system period. For some of them, their first time through. But what are your challenges there?
Our challenges in our area is getting girls with experience.
Yeah.
Like prior to coming to the high school, they don't always have the experience. We get a couple, but once we have them, it's just trying to keep them on board because things come up. Family responsibilities. A lot of times in our community, our parents are not used to the schedules. It's a serious commitment, and it's the winter season, so we go several months.
Right.
Especially during the holidays.
It sounds like you guys need like an NJB feeder program or something over there to play.
We do. We're open to that. We're open to that.
I mean, hey, Anaheim's huge, man. You can have tons of teams, tons of sectors there. All right, going over once again, if we can, Larry, back to the thing. If we have the shot, I want you to tell me who those 3 ladies are, and let's go from left to right once they pull them up. There we go.
On my left is Jan Makasohot. She is one of our seniors. She is our starting point guard. She was actually on our varsity team all 4 years.
And next to her?
And then we have an incoming varsity player, also point guard, very strong shooter, Amanda Deng.
Wow.
And we have one of our most active senior on campus, Kimberly Ramirez. She's been with our program all 4 years also.
All right. And standing by with your girls there is Elwood. Go ahead, Elwood. How we doing? Elwood Brown.
Thank you, Rich. Yes, ladies, welcome home. This is Rockin' Brews for the day. I just have a few questions for you young ladies. First, for the senior, Kim. Being a 4-year basketball player at Western, what are you going to miss when you leave this game?
I think I'm really going to miss the team and the fun practices when we're scrimmaging.
Beautiful. I have the freshman sensation in the house. I just have one question for you. Growing up, I know you're a freshman, you made varsity basketball. How long have you been playing basketball?
Since I was 9, so about 5 years.
Beautiful. I call you the quiet sensation. What are the greatest achievements that you achieved in your basketball career at Western?
Probably making a half-court shot, and we won that game too, so that was really cool.
And this is for anyone that like to answer the question. As a unit, what makes you girls gel together as a team? And I want to ask the senior, because you've been here 4 years, and I know you're a leader.
Personally, what I like to do, and also what the coaches like to do, we all try to, for example, team bondings. We all like to try to bond with each other and get to know each other. So I think that's the glue or gel of our team.
Beautiful. Well, I tell you what, you ladies have a great season this year. And back to you, Rich.
All right, Elwood, thanks a lot. Sounds like your team likes each other.
They do.
That can't be Tustin rooting for them right there right now, right? I didn't think so.
This group is going to be very unique.
Well, it's going to be interesting, like you said, rebuilding year, got a lot of new moving parts, got to figure out how it's going to work. Good luck on that, man. I coached basketball for a dozen years, and it's not easy if you're coming in with new faces and trying to figure it out. It's a tough puzzle.
You know, we're starting with the fundamentals, and then we're just going to keep building and building, and we're already seeing, like, very impressive growth right now.
Now, are you gonna get into the chicken wing eating contest tonight?
I know my girls are.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. All right, I just wanted to make sure. There has to be. They're gonna have to go up against the ladies. All right, now standing by now. I guess we have full. We're gonna go with who's that? Alex Conti. All right, Alex, who are you over there with right now?
Hi, Rich. Thank you so much. I am lucky enough to be here with three more very strong high school athletes, female high school athletes. We have two representatives of the Beckman High School football team. We have Maria and Morgan, and we have Haley here from Foothill for volleyball. There we go. And when did you first start getting into volleyball?
All three of us started playing volleyball in 5th grade as just like an after-school sport, and we all really enjoyed it after that.
So you found a passion for it?
Yeah.
So you all three continue to move on with volleyball as you go?
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Well, congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for being very strong representatives to our female athlete community. And just thank you also for your dedication to your sport, your teams, and best of luck to you in all your future endeavors. Thank you very much, and back to you, Rich.
Thank you very much, Alex. I appreciate it. Good to see a lot of representation tonight from a bunch of different schools and hanging out up there, getting to be interviewed. All right, we have more volleyball coming up right now. We're just in the transition right now, so a little chaotic, bouncing back and forth. Mr. Gibson, who's up next? All right, Bob. All right, so we're going to have one more group of volleyball players coming up. We're just getting ready to transition into it. All right. Come on up, Bob. All right. So don't forget, this is the last week of the regular season for all schools, and then next week we start playoffs. Of course, we'll go 4 weeks into that, have a champion, and then the state will start, and they'll have an open division on that. Divisions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way on down to, I don't know how many divisions they have now in the state, Bob, about 13, 14 possibly?
I think there's 14, I believe, right?
Wow. All right.
We were just trying to get up for the wing eating contest over there. We're getting it all put together.
A lot of transition going on. There's a lot of moving parts here tonight, man.
Hey, live TV, right?
This isn't a normal show.
This is what we do.
Anything but normal tonight, all right? Well, I guess they're going to get ready to wing it up, and then we'll come back with we'll have some more guests.
We're going to have his wing eating contest.
All right, Bob. Look at them line up, man.
You know, I heard you mention Servite.
Yes, I did.
I think it's very interesting, right? We talk about teams that are going to have that one season, like Servite's really had a rough one, right? They really had a rough go, but they're going to come back, right? It's not going to be long before Servite's back up there. You're right. They graduated all those seniors, and we see that with some top programs. That happens, every now and then. We're not with Modern Day Bosco. They never have those kind of deals, but. Servite's going to have that 1 year, but I believe they're undefeated on their lower levels.
Troy Thomas will have it figured out in 1 year. Again, he had a relatively new squad this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we joked about having 90 kids and 89 graduated. Well, it's pretty much like that. He had a lot of graduates, man.
A ton of them. And there's a ton of sophomores on that are getting a lot of experience this year. So you're right. Won't take long for Servite to get back towards that top.
And you're talking that Trinity League, man. 2 national champions every year come out of that league, pretty much.
Yeah, you're right, because it's number 1 and 2.
They just switch
whatever team doesn't win it is still the number 2 team in the nation. It's crazy.
Hey, John, how we doing over there? We about set? No. All right. Let's get out. We're going to get Elwood Brown's wearing a chicken hat today, too.
Even Elwood's got the hat on today. I love it. Look at this.
I can't believe this, man.
Oh, they got the hats. All right, the hats are. Let's look at this as it's going on over here. Don't be looking at our.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, let's
that's where the fun is.
That's right. That's where it's all going down.
As they line up. Can we cut?
Where's Scott?
Let's go that way.
There we go.
Everybody's getting ready to rock
Oh,
here.
I like that. The towel is a bib. I like
Oh,
that.
right. Hey, we
I
got
like
one
that
to
idea.
dip.
See, that's women thinking right there.
That's a heavy eater right
That's
there.
women thinking, right? Using their brain, right? I got to put a bib on. I don't
Western,
get
there you go.
Right? That's a good idea.
Wow.
Don't get any of that sauce on you.
Is it 3 Western and a Tustin, or is that all Western representation?
I don't know. That might be all Western.
Well, that's up for Elwood to figure out. Elwood,
right.
what do you got over there, Elwood?
How y'all doing? We back at our favorite spot. It's the chicken wing eating contest. I have Ryan here, the GM of Rockin' Brews. Let us know the rules, the regulations, and what type of wings we're eating tonight.
All right, tonight you've got our Asian wings. Ladies, you got 30 seconds. 30 seconds to clean as much meat off those bones as possible. The one that gets it the cleanest is the one that wins. A $40 gift card courtesy of Rockin' Brews.
Now, understand it, ladies. This is a business. We are here to eat the chicken off the bone. The winner gets $40. On my go, it's time. Ready? Go. Yes. Get it in. Get it in. Get it in, ladies. Get it all. Make sure you get the gristle off the bone. Good job, mama. Good job. That's good. 15 seconds. 15. Yes, keep it moving. Oh, yeah. 10 seconds. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Put it down. All right. All right. Relax. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Come on in. I need you. Yes, yes, yes. Come on in. I need you. Yes, come on in. Yes, ma'am. Come on. Yes, ma'am. Now, you ladies going to help me out tonight. You are my judges. What is your name?
My name's Jessica.
Jessica.
And Sammy.
Sammy, what I need you ladies to do to evaluate the chicken bones and let me know who y'all think the winner is.
Okay. That's kind of clean.
So we have to make a decision. The final is, yes, that's the final. Okay. We have a decision. The winner is Brooklyn is in the house. Give it up. Give it up for Brooklyn. Give it up for Rockin' Brews. Give it up for Ryan. Great job, ladies. Back to you, Rich. Back to you.
How do you follow that up, man? You know? How do you follow that up, everybody? Hey, congratulations to the winner. I like the bib. I like the hats. You guys should have been there eating those wings, man, right?
Yeah.
I think you guys have done that before. All right, joining me now is Vincent Kim, a linebacker off of the Beckman High School football team. And further on to his right, or is it our left now? I'm looking at the screen there. We got Yo-Yo, who's a wide receiver, defensive back, and a jack of all trades. And, hey, thanks for joining us, man. We know it's ladies' night, but whenever we have athletes in the house, we bring them up. We have a conversation. Kim, tell me about your season this year. Did you reach your personal goals, if any?
If we're going to get a little personal, I ended up breaking my hand.
Oh, great. Nice job, man.
Before the third game, I ended up playing through it, but I had to sit out for 5 weeks. But
with a broken hand?
It was like a parent decision.
Okay.
But
you can play with a broken hand.
Yeah,
you know
can,
that, right?
But luckily, I was able to come back last week. So I came back last week. We fought well, and personally, I think I reached a lot of my goals, being able to, come out as a leader of this team.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't able to be on the field with them, still cheering them on from the sidelines. So yeah.
Hey, real quick, tell me about your running back, man. That dude was a beast this year, huh? Did that come out of nowhere or what?
Jonathan?
Yeah.
Mike.
He was insane even on JV when he was a sophomore.
Yeah.
As a junior, he's been absolutely amazing for us. This year, he's just really blossomed, and he's just doing what he does.
Yep. So, Yo-Yo, tell me about your senior year, man. How was it? How's things going?
I've mostly just been on scout team, providing for the team how I can.
Right.
On the younger end, I'm still 16. I'll be graduating when I'm 17.
Wow, okay.
So I'm just doing what I can to help out the team. I had an interception earlier this season.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do what I can for the team.
No, that's all right, man. You guys were a lot of fun to watch this year, Like I told you, that rainy day game, we did a game with you guys against Calvary Chapel, and that was terrible as far as the wrangle for us up top. But you guys are all on fire, man. You guys are tearing it up.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Congratulations on getting through the season. Not everybody does. You got halfway through it, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you're giving it a
got one
shot.
more left. So.
Yeah, but hey, mom and dad, you can play with a broken hand. That's no big deal. You got a cast on that, right? You can break a helmet with that cast, right?
Yeah.
Clap somebody, they get out of his way. But anyways, congratulations on finishing it out. Good luck to you guys the rest of it, whatever you decide to do, man.
Thank you.
All right?
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. Thank you too many.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Dan, is that Dan DeForest over there? No, that's Bob Gibson. Here we go. Bob Gibson standing by. Go ahead, Bob.
Thank you. I'm not sure how those guys are crashing the party, man. This is ladies' night. Get the guys out of there. But congratulations to them on their season. Okay, we're here. We've been talking about team sports all night, right? A lot of team sports. Now we're going to talk some golf, which of course is a team sport, but it's also an individual sport. I have Hannah Spicer with me. She goes to Legacy, which is a newer school here in Tustin. But the neat part about that is you kind of got to choose where you wanted to play your sports, right? So tell us why you chose to play golf at Beckman.
I think, well, Beckman, I have heard from many of my friends who are older than me. They have great sports and great academics, and it's also close to home, so it's easy to get to from Legacy, since we have to have our own transportation from Legacy to Beckman.
Nice. So Legacy at some point will have their own sports teams, but in the meantime, all the kids there are kind of like free agents, right? They get to play whatever school they want to here in the district. So that's kind of a cool thing. Now, golf. How long have you been playing golf?
I've been playing golf most of my life, actually, but it is different being on the high school team because I've never played competitively before. I was on the junior varsity team, so it's really nice. It's different from playing with family, but I like the transition.
What are you learning from the coaches that's maybe different than what you've learned from playing with your mom and dad, say?
Well, definitely in training. My dad takes stuff he's learned over the years with golf and transitions that into teaching me, but it's different from having a coach that works with other people too, and we have practices together, and it's different from being one-on-one with family.
Hey, I always tell kids, play golf in high school if you can, because you get to play some of the best courses, right? I mean, that's fun to play some of those great courses.
Yeah, it really is. There are some really nice courses that we get to play at, and they let us hang out there afterwards. Right. We can eat some food afterwards too.
And they get to play those courses for free. You and I got to pay. They get to play them for free. Thanks, Hannah. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
All right, back over to you, Rich.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. Appreciate it. Sitting with me now is Mark Thompson, and Mark Thompson is the head coach of the newly formed Woodbridge football team, girls flag football team, I might add. And Mark, you're no stranger to flag football, man. You've been around this game a long time. Tell us about the journey to get girls flag football mainstream. You've been a big part of that.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's been a long time coming. I started out coaching like 13 years ago, coaching my 18-year-old son who was then 5 years old. And my 15-year-old daughter grew up on the football field and fell in love with the game of flag football. So when she was old enough, she wanted to play. And so we put together a girls team with her and her friends, and one of the first girls flag football teams here in Irvine. And we were playing against boys at the time, and we just continued to play.
Wow, that's great, man. It's unbelievable that you would be able to start up something like that, grassroots, and be able to get it mainstream, because the Southern Section, City Section is going to adopt it now, and it's going to be part of regular season. It's going to be part of sports.
Yeah, absolutely. The girls are so excited because typically you would age out of flag football in 8th grade.
Yep, you're right.
However, 2 years ago, the league, Matt Leinert Flag Football League, amazing league here in Irvine, Southern and Orange County, they decided to do a club high school team. So right now we're a club team. We're in our second season, and the next year is going to be CIF, and they're so excited.
Now, you just came off the field right now before you got here, right? You just pulled in, right? This guy just walked in. We saw him, waved him over. What were you doing tonight? What do you got? What was that? That was the Matt Leinart League you were working at tonight?
Well, yes, it was the high school, girls flag football high school league. There's 12 high schools. We have varsity and JV teams now. And so, yeah, we were finishing off our league play. We had a doubleheader tonight, finishing off our league play. And then next week we start playoffs. So we have a couple weeks of playoffs ahead of us.
Now tell us about, I haven't seen the girls play flag football. I've seen them play powder puff. Maybe that is flag football a little bit, but, that's just That's just for fun, and that's just revenge for most of the girls, for girls that gave them stuff during the season, you know. But your stuff's like, it's real competitive. Everybody's got a goal. They want to win. They got position. What's it like coaching the girls in flag football? I know you coached the boys. What's it like coaching the girls? What was the transition like for you?
It absolutely blew my mind when I started coaching the girls because they were even more competitive and more fired up than the boys.
Aren't they?
They are fierce. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. More physical. They're not afraid to get out down and dirty. It's really fun to watch them.
You've seen girls play soccer, man, and volleyball. I mean, they can play. They get up.
Yeah, actually, that's the beauty about the flag football sport is we have girls from other sports. Their main sports is soccer or lacrosse or basketball. I even have cheerleaders, competitive cheerleaders on my team. And so when they come to play flag football, it's not their main sport, and they just have absolutely a fun time. There's no pressure to perform. They just go out there, they play with their friends, they compete, and so it's like a release for them.
What can you tell us about what the southern section, city, and the state, because the state's behind it, so it's all 10 sections, but we're here in the southern section and the city section. What do you envision is going to happen? I mean, it's going to start probably, next year or the year after?
It should be next year.
There might be like 30 teams, and you expect it to grow to like 80, 100, and then everybody pretty soon, huh?
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, so this is our second year in high school flag football. Our first year there was only 9 teams, and now we have almost 20 teams in 1 year. The Matt Leinart Youth League, they have, now it's so popular, they have girls divisions. They have so many girls teams, they have girls divisions called Females in Flag.
Wow, that is great, man. You knew this thing would catch on. We had a guy on the radio a while back we talked to that was trying to get a professional league going. And I don't know whatever happened to it. You know, he came on the air with us. We talked for a little bit, and I haven't heard any more about it. But your stuff's coming, man. It's here.
It is here, and the reason why they're starting the high school league is because a couple of years ago in the Midwest, there's some NAIA colleges that adopted flag football.
And wouldn't it be great if the colleges had flag football too?
They're
I
going
think it'd be great.
Yes. And so now we're a feeder program for the colleges. So there was 12 last year. There's like 32 teams this year. Next year, they're expecting 50 teams getting into D3, D2.
Man, the way the NFL and football is going, they need flag football because it's going there already, all right? Hey, let's take a quick hop over there. Who's there? Is that Dan DeForest? Yeah. All right, I can finally see him. Dan, what do you got over there?
I'm with the Western volleyball team. Hey, tell me a little bit about the playoff run you guys had.
Okay, so for beginning of the season, we had a rebuild for our team. We lost half of our rosters, only 4 returners coming back to play volleyball. So we were really desperate for players. But as we started getting people playing for us, we just were nonstop on practices. We were practicing on weekends. So basically what made us go to CIF was just putting in hard work on and off the court, especially with building connection, with each other and stuff. So that was really important, bringing.
Well, tell us a little bit about your on and off court connections.
Yeah, well, so since it was all a whole bunch of new team, basically, at first it was kind of awkward, but we started having more team bondings. The second round of CIF, before our game, we had a team breakfast to really get into the mindset. And I think it's important to have an off the court and on the court connection. Having the off the court really helps with your playing with each other, so that you're comfortable with each other and you're used to each other.
Oh, very good. And can you tell me what you like most about playing for Western?
Well, playing here at Western Volleyball, we just became a second family. So anything I needed to say or had on my chest, they were there for me. So it just felt like a second family.
So your connection brought you all the way. I love that. I love that. So hey, tell me a little bit about your coach. How did he help you through?
He always pushed us to do our best. If we needed help, with passing or anything, he would always help us and stuff like that. He always never told us to stress and always do our best.
So he was really good with X's and O's, but he was more of a motivational guy.
Yeah.
Good.
He's very motivational.
So I understand I'm standing with a pretty smart group. How are you guys' grades?
My grades are good.
They're good.
They're good.
They're good.
Good or great?
No, great.
Great.
I love it. Okay. All right, thank you. Back to you, Rich.
Appreciate it. Anyways, hey, Bob, thanks for joining us.
I'm back.
All right. Hey, we're sitting here talking with Mark Thompson. And I was remember that guy when we were back at Angels Radio? We had that guy that was going to do the pro league in
in flag football.
Yes.
Whatever happened?
I don't know. Like, I'm guessing with everything, it's funding, right?
John know everything, then, yeah. Funded.
It's always down to the funding. That seems to be the thing in everything that anybody does, right?
Absolutely. Mark, were you surprised when you finally the schools gave the okay, the sections gave the okay for this to finally happen? The girls can play organized football, flag football.
Well, right now it's a club sport, so the schools don't have anything to do with it.
No, but they're adopting it. They're going to make it's happening.
They're going to.
Yeah.
I hope and pray. Yes.
No, it's
they will.
It's
It'll
happening.
be there. It's too
happening.
big not to.
Listen, this is the one sport, in talking with people in different sections, that everybody's unanimous on. Everybody's excited about it. Anybody can bring up a sport and try to get funding and try to get officials and adopt it as part of their curriculum, shall we say. But nobody had a negative thing to say in any of the things I've read and things I've seen with girls playing flag football. No negative at all.
No, and there really is anything negative to say about that.
Bob might have something. He's always got something negative
Well,
to say.
you know what? No, I have nothing negative to say about it. I'm excited about it because I know it's going up for the CIF state vote. That's going to pass unanimously. There's no doubt about it. I didn't know if Rich asked you this or not, but I wanted to ask you, do you find that girls in some other sports are more naturally adapting to football? Maybe girls that haven't played football before, but because of their experience in other sports, they're maybe more adapting to it. Do you find other sports closely mirror it?
Yeah, I do. Soccer,
right,
lacrosse. I mean, you get the fast girls out there. Natural ability is running and cutting. Because you got to pull flags. You got to get away from them.
Right.
Basketball is really good because they're good with their hands, good catchers. Actually, my quarterback's the center for Woodbridge girls basketball. She's a star.
When do you think the season might be for this? Where are they going to put it? The spring, the fall, the winter? Where's it going to fit in?
So, from what I understand, it's going to be a fall sport. Oh. Because that would be least intrusive to other girls' sports. So, I mean, fall is tennis and volleyball. So then it doesn't interfere with the basketball, winter season basketball, soccer, or softball.
Yeah, no, that's true. So I didn't know where they're going to put it, Bob. I don't know if you'd heard anything.
I wonder, is it going to be all sections? I mean, are we talking Orange County, L.A., San Diego? I mean, is this catching on everywhere?
The 10 sections are voting on it. From what I understand, everybody's going to pass it.
Because I find it interesting the sport of field hockey, which is really a San Diego almost exclusive sport. Like, you don't see field hockey being played in Orange County that much. So I want I don't know why San Diego has it huge down there, but I want to make sure there's interest in it like everywhere, and I would imagine there is.
Oh no,
there's interest
right now,
everywhere.
Everybody, I want to play. And I have no eligibility, but I still want to get out there.
I never covered field hockey until I was covering the San Diego section. Like, wait a minute, this sport's huge down there. We don't have that in Orange County, right, where I was covering
I'd
before.
have to be on a girls' team because I wouldn't fare well against the boys. I'd get killed, man. I'd probably still get killed at girls' team, too. What am I talking about? Coach told you already how much the girls
they're good.
competitive.
I've seen them out there. They're really good. They're so good.
The guys, man. the retirees. Hey, listen, John Conti's standing by. John, who do we have?
Who do we have? We have Mia Thompson standing with me, of course. This is Mark's daughter, my goddaughter. Been around her since she was a baby, and I'm so proud of her. She used to go to all of her games when her brother Jack played flag football, and now she's leading the way in flag football. Mia, what is it like being a lady on this Woodbridge High School team and being coached by your dad?
It's so fun. I love having my dad as a coach because he doesn't yell at me or anyone else. And flag football is like a second sport to me, and it's just really fun, and it's not like I have no pressure at all.
And, I've seen your girls play. I know in the past you were in the Matt Leinart League, and you were an all-girls team, and you went out there and you defeated all the boys, so girl power. And is it different playing in high school than it was playing like in a Matt Leinart League?
Yeah, it is. There's like different rules and stuff, and it's actually different playing with girls. I feel like they're actually kind of more competitive than the guys.
And I used to coach flag football, and trust me, we were always afraid of the teams that had girls because the girls definitely come to play. So this is going to be a CIF sport, correct?
Yes, next year.
Well, that's fantastic. And you guys did have a game tonight, right? That's why we're wearing the eye black?
Yeah, we had a doubleheader tonight.
All right, you guys do okay?
We won the first game, and then we lost, so the second one.
Well, that's all right. You win some, you lose some. Mia, I'm super proud of you, and we're really glad you didn't throw your dad under the bus and you think he's a good coach. So let's hear it for Woodbridge High School and the Woodbridge Lady Flag Football Team. Back to you guys.
I'll tell you right now, Bob, that Mia is one smart girl, man. She did not throw her coach under the bus, under a truck, didn't back the bus over the coach. Oh, her coach is her dad.
She's got to live under the coach's roof as well.
Oh, man.
Smart move on her part.
Oh, man. Mark, she said exactly what you said. The girls are more competitive. They'll eat you alive.
They are, yeah, much more competitive.
But that's good. You know, I love seeing that, and especially in the ladies.
You know what I love what you said. It just came to me that you said this is going to be a fall sport. I love that they didn't, like, if you said soccer players are going to also want to play football, they're not going up against each other, right? They're not going to make girls choose to play one sport or the other. I love that because that means you can play flag football, then you can go play soccer, then you can go play softball, whatever in the spring. So I like the fact that you're right. That putting down the fall season, I think, really makes sense.
Sure it does. You know, we're going to get some emails on this too, Bob, but let's face it, you know, girls volleyball is king.
Yep, for girls sports, volleyball's king in the fall.
Yeah.
Absolutely, or queen, we should say.
And there's only so many volleyball players, so there's plenty of room, and there's going to be plenty of athletes available to play flag football.
I agree.
And we're going to televise some of this stuff. Don't think we're not.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
It'll be crazy. John, we all done up there on the dais up there?
We're done. We're just going to bring Gigi up here to say goodbye.
All right, bring her on up.
Bring them on up. Where
right.
are they?
That's it.
Hey,
Mark, when's your season end? The league you're playing in?
We have playoffs for the next 2 weeks, and season's over.
Okay. Yes. So what's going to happen when the girls start playing at the high school, man? It's going to kind of cut it out a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
They play club when you're playing your high school stuff.
Yeah, because right now we're playing in the stadium at the Great Park, but the next year, it's going to be at the high schools, and so then we got a lot more students involved. A lot more students are going to come to the game. Popularity is going to explode.
Yeah, it's already going to be popular, man. You already know this is.
Yeah.
You know, it's incredible, man. The way things are evolving, things are changing. We got one more guest coming up here. Here they come on the run. Come on up, ladies. All right. Mark, I'm going to ask you to just real quick. We appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
I'm going to let the girls come. Hey, thanks for coming on and filling us in, man. And congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're the man.
Thanks for the time.
When I got something I want to get going, I'm going to call you. Help me out. Hi, ladies. All right. So, Gigi, here we are. Basketball season starting again, man. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm really pumped. I'm excited for this team. You know, I think we're going to do pretty good.
Isn't it funny how, like, when your season's about to start, going back to school, how it just naturally flows, man. When you're into it, that's your sport. You want to get out there and get going.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it feels.
Introduce your friend to me. I haven't met you.
This is Emily. Yeah.
All right, Emily. What do you do over there on the? Well, you're just up there. You got to be a center or something, right?
Yeah, I'm a center.
You're not a point guard. Yeah, up there. That's better.
Yeah, I'm a center.
So how long have you been playing? I mean,
this is my 4th year playing.
You play club too?
Yes, I do.
Wow. So what are your aspirations? You going to try to do something with this, hopefully, or?
Yeah.
Pay for school. In other words, is what I'm kind of saying. You know. Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah. No, I understand. When's your season start, and what do you guys think?
Our first game's November 18th, playing against Glendora.
All right.
We're real excited. You know, we're working really hard. We're practicing. 2 hours a day. We're really pumped. We're excited, and it's going to go pretty good.
Well, you should be. You know, it's always great. High school athletics, there's nothing like it. And we're certainly glad you ladies came out tonight, represent, because there's a lot of girls here, and you guys play sports just like as much as the guys do. And from what I'm hearing, you guys are more competitive. I have no doubt.
I mean, you said it, not me. So.
Are you guys part of that group over there?
No.
All right. Well, we're going to go out with them. Well, listen, ladies, thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming in, having some fun. I hope you guys had something to eat. Make sure your dad paid for all that stuff. Put it on his tab. Anyways, they're having fun here on the way out. Are we going to go over there, or are we done? All right. That's going to do it for this edition of Prep Sports Night Live. On behalf of Bob Gibson, John Conte, Dan DeForest, I'm Rich Estrella, saying so long from your friends here at Prep Sports Night Live.
Ladies. Yes, just smile. Just smile. When they say, look at the camera, we're live. Hey, give me a cheer.